So we have a brand new update from Ben Askren's wife on his current condition. We're gonna read an article posted by Brett Okamoto where he has her statement, and we're gonna go through it, talk about the situation, and after that I will give you an update on the BJ Penn video that has coming, and just some other stuff, that's keeping that from coming out, or keeping me from actually completing it. And this is terrific. There we go. I love OBS. Ben Askren, still on ventilator, might require lung transplant. Former MMA and amateur wrestling champion Ben Askren is being evaluated for a possible lung transplant. According to his wife, Askren, 40, remains hospitalized in his home state of Wisconsin because of severe pneumonia. According to his wife, Amy, he is on a ventilator and ECMO, extracorporeal membrane oxygenation, but has been able to open his eyes and squeeze hands. I haven't shared an update because Ben has been in limbo for a while, and I was hoping to have him wake up and be the one to decide what to share. I'm still praying for a miracle with his current lungs, but they are currently starting the evaluation process for a lung transplant. Please pray for a continued healing, and if transplant is a solution, that he can get on the list quickly and easily. I know transplants are such a blessing, and I'm not overwhelmed at the thought of him receiving a gift like that. No one would take better care of that gift than Ben. Askren fought his entire professional career out of Heartland, Wisconsin, and he runs a wrestling academy out of the area. He retired from MMA in 2019 and was also a two division NCAA champion and was on the 2008 U.S. Olympic team. Father of three, thank you for every message and all the support despite this awful situation. I'm feeling so blessed by the community we're surrounded by. Give your loved ones a hug and make sure they're prepared for situations like this. Ben is the healthiest guy I know, and I could never have expected this. So, okay. Well, I did that in 3 minutes. I got time to talk about this, and then I need to stay on track and cover the second half. Um, so this is again a 1 in a million situation, right? Not everybody, has a collapsed one, and especially somebody like Ben Askren. Well, he may not be, you know, as jacked as Kamaru Usman or Paulo Costa. This guy has been learning about conditioning, cardio, and everything ever since he was a kid. So to see him go out, and originally when I recorded this, the biggest part that I stressed was this guy just retired. This guy is just now entering the next stage in his life. He gets to spend that time with his family. He gets to go into media. He gets to go into whatever he wants to do next. And Ben Askren, say what you want about his UFC run. He came back after retiring. He had that very weird win over Robbie Lawler when Robbie Lawler protested the fight. The Jorge Masvidal fight, it happened. Fastest knockout. What can you do? Masvidal became a star. Got two title shots from it. and then he lost to Damian Maya. But again, there was an Askren that retired that really thought he was done. That did, he won the Bellator championship. He won the One championship. He won a lot of things outside of the UFC. And he was undefeated. And he was mauling people. Now, it's irrelevant, right? It's irrelevant. Oh, the competition, this, that, what about this guy? What about the level of the UFC? That's not my point. My point is that all of us are here because we love the sport of MMA. We like watching MMA. We like talking MMA. We like debating MMA. But in situations like these, you gotta take the gloves off. You gotta get real and be like, hey, fighters are struggling right now. BJ Penn is battling for his life at a time when he shouldn't be. And it's just how many good stories are coming out of the MMA space right now. And this is happening to a guy that really doesn't deserve it. But it's life, right? I had pneumonia as a kid. I had like in winters I couldn't breathe. Like I remember running in my dad's room, uh basically I acting like Darth Vader because I couldn't, breathe in that. When I was born I had to stay in an incubator for a few weeks. So, you know, on a personal level, I'm connecting to a lot of these things. My grandmother uh, ended up having a stroke, but I mean, she had her problems. My aunt has severe problems. Um, so I know a thing or two about pneumonia, and it's something that it can get you instantly, no matter who you are. It all comes down to genetics, something that we like to say we understand, but we really have no idea of how everybody is affected by what makes them. But yeah, dude, it's. I'm looking at this situation like I'm one of his kids. I'm his brother, right? And it's you know I hate it. I really do. I really do. But I'm glad that he's responsive. I'm glad that hopefully he's on his way to finding a lung. And yeah, it's I'm kind of going speechless here because I I think I said it perfectly the first time. But yeah, I just don't see that. Um, but yeah, I feel for his family. I feel for the MMA community. Again, whether you're the biggest fan of Ben Askren, whether you're the biggest hater of Ben Askren, whether you're a fellow fighter, whether you're a training partner, whether were on that Olympic team with him. Everybody that I've heard coming out and talking about Ben Askren loves the guy. Like the only person I can really think about that really had a lot of shit to say about him was Jorge Masvidal. And like this is a time where we gotta pull back the curtain a bit. We gotta, you know, say, hey, stop the fights for a second. What is going on here? Why is the sport going on this downturn? Why is it that we have so many fighters going down the wrong road? Why is it that we have Ben Askren in this situation? You know what I mean? It's where, let's face it, the promotion sucks. I've been saying it for months or weeks at least. We're not fucking expanding. We're not having, all time high pay per views. We're not breaking records here. I think we can look past fucking Mackenzie Dern versus Amanda Ribas, or Roman Dolidze versus Marvin Vittori 2, or Anne Blanchfeld versus Macy Barber. I feel we can look past that and just view on a personal level these guys that create this entertainment are struggling. And nobody wants to get real about it. Nobody wants to be open about what they've been through in a similar situation. I think stuff like that, like I was always against it, up until really last year, but it's, again, when you act like a situation is so brand new, there's not like other fighters, other people are dealing with it. It, in my eyes, it kind of creates a position where the support, the focus that is put on whatever situation it is, it's not genuine support. I'm not saying people don't genuinely support it, but like in today's age, how many social media posts do you view in a day? How many cars is for this and that? We got this stuff with uh, Israel, Palestine, Iraq. We got all of that. And it's this should be kind of one of the grounds where we can take a break from everything. We can watch our fights. We can mock the fighters. We can have our fun. But again, man, I hope that everybody who competes in this sport can walk away. Now, I'm kind of just repeating the same thing. So, when it comes to the BJ Penn update, 3, 13, 40, okay, I'm keeping a mental note of that. When it comes to the BJ Penn update, again, I'm just waiting until they actually come out and put him in rehab. Um, Originally, what I had planned today was I was gonna make that video and then start my weekly Wednesday live stream that I've wanted to do for a while. Which I know it's Tuesday, but you know, they just got um taxed me, and I've been covering the BJ Penn closer than I think anybody on YouTube. And I'm willing to say that. I'm willing to say I'm being the most real about this situation. Um, and that's not to brag. That's not, you know, a trophy to me. It's just I wish more people were coming out talking about BJ Penn like they haven't been through it. Like they don't know other people have been through it. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure if I'm the one leading the charge with the updates, I want to make sure every update is meaningful. I want to hit the topics that I need to hit as somebody who's been through it. And I want to record it both as informative and both as if I was speaking to BJ Penn. You get what I mean? Where it's, the two different mediums I'm going for in making one video. But I don't know. It's as I've been covering the BJ Penn situation, it's it's put a lot of stuff into perspective for me, what I've went through for the last few years, what I've seen others go through, and still seeing others go through it. I don't know, man. It's a level perspective, but I feel no other way but it's God bringing these stories at a time when my personal journey is kind of starting to begin, right? And the healing process of my addiction. But, yeah, I don't know. Long story short, update, hopefully tomorrow. I want to start my live stream. Um, it's just, my sleep's kind of been off. I'm recording this at 10 o'clock, cause I ended up sleeping all day. But, I'm gonna go to bed now, get some rest, and, try and cover the BJ Penn stuff. It's just, yeah, life. But being Ben Askren, keep fighting, man. You're getting through it. I know you're gonna recover. I know you'll be back on Dana Cormier's YouTube channel, and you will go back to being the troll that we know and love. But yeah, that's the update for today.